teeth. Life goes on, it gets so heavy. The wheel breaks the butterfly. Every tear a waterfall. In the night, the stormy night, she closed her eyes. In the night, the stormy night, away she flies. A dream of paradise, paradise, paradise. Oh, she dreamed of paradise, and so lying underneath those stormy skies, she said, oh, I know the sun must set to rise. This could be paradise, paradise, could be paradise. Oh, this could be paradise, paradise, could be paradise. Oh, this could be paradise, could be paradise, could be paradise. Oh,
So I haven't got to mess around with that later on, so we'll get that done straight away. Okay, let's do that. Get these guys in the channel. Wonderful. Thank you very much for those 50 bitties, Mr. Distel. It's all good.
Anyone
right?
can
You
join.
guys are now live in the 50 Plus Gamers stream. I'm gonna turn
Anyone
one
can join. We can't stop you because we're on West Europe and we can see each other,
Devex, would you like
but you can't join Discord.
Hello. Wonderful, coming through loud and clear. Thank you very much for that. And Mr. Empire.
Hello.
Wonderful, coming through loud and clear. Thank
Okay.
you, guys. Right, okay then. So we are flying from Indira Gandhi, VIDP, and we are going all the way over to Paro, VQPR. Okay. How long's the flight?
2 hours.
Wonderful, nice. Right, so I'm going to make a prediction. That I did say I may crash today, didn't I, guys? It looks like
Get your
it's gonna
chance today.
Yeah, I know. I get nervous when I see the pilot boarding the plane wearing a parachute. No, that's protection. And furthermore, why does a pilot have a window that opens so he can jump
From
with
the
his
main
parachute on
page,
before you guys?
under
There
your
you go.
username, servers are here. That's where you select your server.
It's all
West
good.
West Europe.
Right, okay, let's get this flight.
That's where you
set up,
selected.
guys. God damn.
Devix, are you live? Because I don't see you.
Oh, no, hang on.
Yeah, I can see what your livery looks like then.
Right.
where are we going now? We are going to VIDP.
Because there is a bit of a texture issue on my end, but
Let's get this thing
it's like a picture of an M that's been cut off.
here. Oh, let's get
Right,
comfortable.
there you go. You might be able to see it now.
Oh, yeah, we're using different livery.
VIDP.
Yeah, we are completely using a different livery.
And we are going to...
Oh, you got the drop here.
Yeah. Is Airfly there too?
Yes, I haven't got the truck here. I've only got the butane
Yeah.
or butane, whatever it's called. So
I like the yellow though, that's nice effects.
2 hours, 10 minutes it's giving me. We'll go for a... We'll do the high altitude, although we'll see how that is. And we'll do the... Let's have a look at it. Bum, 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 bum. Right, so that's...
This aircraft's not.
Let's go for... kind of looks a bit wonky, that does. Go Z, it should bring me straight in now. God, that's worse.
Expect it to be wonky because the mountains.
Yeah. Have a look at what there's. Check it out around.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah, I'll go for that one. Go straight out. And then left. The departures. We'll do that. I'm going to make it as difficult as I can for myself anyway. Yeah, we'll do that. Right, so let's have a look at what we're going to do. Because there's mountains and cheers, guys. What time have you guys got it set to?
9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
for
about
me.
the same. About the same. 9ish. 9 o'clock, boys.
9 o'clock sounds good to me.
No, it doesn't want me to.
Right, what's the skins that we're using, guys?
I am using the butane airway.
Bhutan. What was
Yeah.
that?
It's
West
just up
Europe.
there as an orange-
West Europe I'm on, not West USA. West Europe.
Just an orange square with a little bit of little fish on it near the far end.
Yes, I've got it.
Got it, yeah.
I'm using the Duke Air.
Bhutan Air.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. We've got that. Get that sorted. Let's get it.
Speed.
Oh, God, this is going to be fun. Drop that there. Oh,
Hey Daniel, what's up my man? You seen where we're going to? I hope to be joining you guys soon, just updating. Oh, expecting that to take time.
Friday
Remember to once you
We'll be crashing
updated
the
your
mountains.
Anki Banki, remember to update in your sim marketplace as well. I say about
nice
35,000 feet to begin with. I think, yeah, 35,000 feet. I'm not even sure what I'm doing at that height.
All night long.
But 1013 is incorrect, I believe. It is 1016. There we go. I already did a flight today, so everything's already set up. Set up.
Oh dear, got to get myself in the mood.
Right, we will put that to APU and see how that goes.
Gotta
Just
get
turn
in the
these
mood for a
screens up.
flight tonight. 50's doing a flight. It's Friday night.
Got a bit of routine now, doing this multiple times.
Oh,
Yeah, that's going to take a while because you've got another 2 gigs in the
come on,
marketplace
Sim.
to do. It took me about 3 hours to
Don't we get no
update.
issues, eh?
Right.
Yeah, had it all week. Since the update. Yeah,
I've
there's
not-
just the stuttering.
Yeah, but there's been a there's a Windows update.
Yep, had that today too.
I haven't done it yet. There's an Nvidia update.
Yep,
I
had
haven't
done that too.
yet. I haven't done them yet. I've done none of them.
Yeah, always updates. They always break something, don't they?
Yep.
Always
Oh
break something.
god damn! I've got to start it again.
What's up? You parked on the runway.
I didn't pick a gate.
We are at gate 236 and 235.
Right, okay, not too long to do that then. I didn't think an update. All good, sir. Good to see you.
No.
Here for
What?
I try on a Friday. I always sorry, guys. I'll mute myself.
Yeah.
Sorry, what cost index do you use in Empire?
Cost index is 34 for me anyway.
34?
Yeah.
Yep, I will go 34, thank you. And let's say flight level...
Terrain is 4,000 feet,
37.
and the terrain for the departure is 18,000 feet.
Flight level... What did I say? 370, didn't I?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yes, of course you did.
Yeah, before I... That's right, what I was doing, just look at the flight plan before I...
What was that gate again? Sorry.
235, 236. So 234 for you then, obviously, if you've got 234.
Yeah, I've got 2, 3, 4. Thank you.
Oh,
Friday night.
flight level 370.
Right. There we go. 1016.
Oh. What do I have on fuel wires?
Bang on that. Passengers are boarding. Oh, got this, that one.
I think 9 tons of fuel will be enough for 2 hours on it.
At 60%, and that is plenty. Way enough.
Right. Yeah, I've got about 50%. I'll tell you what. Take it up to 60%. And 11.5.
Oh, hi. Make sure you select a proper gate, because DevX is with us, by the way. We're all streaming. I should get the more. Oh, there he is. Yeah, guys can see him. Yeah. Well, good luck with the landing, boys. See, DevX next to me is joining, and obviously 50 next to me is also going to be joining. Actually, it's easy to.
Up 0.8. And 50 degree flex temp.
There's the multi-link. Obviously, Dev and I are using the fly-by-wire mod. What the flip? Going through me now. Right, time to program this. Right.
Right, might as
Right.
well.
How long do I have left before the bleed is finished? Yippee. I've got another 5 minutes to go yet.
Yeah, let's just clearance. Take clearance from them now.
Right, crossing these. Let's go to the. Let's see. Bang. We're now in 44 minutes. Oh, yeah. You would have connected it up before you start the sim. What joystick do you use? I just use a normal Logitech hype. Right, that's done. So we go back. Now we request the fuel blocking. Next page, the payload. Now we go back to here and request the weather information. And then we go back and wait for the message. If I just do this in order, make it easier.
ATC auto, ATC reporting.
Oh, that's loaded in nicely. Well, I don't have to wait for the APU anymore because it's loaded in nicely. Come on. Sometimes it pops up and you have to go back and get it. There we go. Station not available. Oh, you son of a bitch! Woo! Son of a bitch! Well, print that off.
What's that?
Yeah.
I know. Are we looking at skins here? Because I don't see you guys.
I can see your name tag and you're at the opposite end of the airport.
So
Why?
Oh wow!
Why gate 235's next to me and yet it's spawned you over there?
I may have gone for gate 24, but I think
Ew.
Joey
Oh,
put
right.
gate 234. So I probably did hit 234, but I don't know how.
Well, you are closest to the runway, so that's good.
I've just noticed that as well.
Oh, Dev
dear.
oh, Devix has just disappeared.
No, I'm still here.
I'm glad we only do this for fun because I'd never make a pilot, would I? I'd probably make a coach driver.
They would not allow us near the controls of a plane.
No, to be honest.
It would for me.
Right. Okay.
It would
but
for
all
you.
you guys walking around, it wouldn't let you near a bloody plane either. Come on. You'd be like, can I do a barrel roll?
I don't do barrel rolls. There it is.
You would though.
Not me. Not me.
You would. Come
Not
on.
me. I never done a barrel roll before. Not in an A320.
Oh, right, okay. All right.
In a fighter jet you would because they're designed to do barrel rolls.
External power off. Put on APU, so I'm ready for pushback.
I run away for you were the captain.
Oh, back. Oh, back.
Taxi.
Full stop.
Wow.
Fine, VD. Not showing one way.
This is on.
20.
Before we take off.
So you haven't gone yet, have you, Empire?
Say that again?
Probably has.
I said you haven't gone, have you?
No, not yet. I'm still.
Oh, do you know what? I'm losing
What, you're losing?
players' names again.
Yeah, same for me. Your name disappeared on my end.
Thank you very, very much for that. Was it a follow or a host? Let's have a look.
Perfect.
That was a follow from that one. Jan. I'm going to go with that one and say,
Joystick.
how devil are you? Wow.
I got a joystick.
Okay.
I got a Logitech joystick next to me. You won't see it on the camera, but I got a joystick.
Dave.
Me. I'm always flying all the time, so I obviously use a joystick. Right, and then we're arriving
For
on
3,000 feet.
Get back into it in a minute.
15.
Let's go for. Let's see if this actually works this time.
What the flip?
Let's have a look what it's showing. Yep.
Hell, I'm not going to do that.
Speed 18. Right. I still think there's a problem with the vertical speed on this thing. Let's get engines started anyway.
Can we do that? Yeah, just see if I can change the stars.
No. I think.
said is
Okay,
I
that's
usually
some
use.
taxi.
What the flip?
I've got to take off and turn straight and
Devix, with your approach, which one did you select for RNAV?
I took RNAV 15 Zulu. And that's on the BOGO 1A approach.
Okay.
That's a weird approach, though.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's all ziggy-zagging.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's exactly the same.
Oh, what the flip? I've never seen that before. I can't even see the lines. Oh, that I do. If I get lost. Call the paramedic. Right. Oh, yeah, okay. Right. 4,000.
Alright, still not seeing any names come up yet, so we'll see as we go on.
Right, done.
Delhi Ground Royal Bhutan Bravo Tango November 7729 are requesting pushback.
Royal Bhutan Bravo Tango November 7729
Who's
pushback
starting?
request accepted.
Engine. Check. And 6. Go straight
Engine
back.
1 starting.
Yeah, just starting number 2. Oh, demon up in my mind. Right, it's fine, 28 somehow. It's not working.
Right, so we all started. That's normal. Lead off. AP master off.
there I am. Right, engine's good. Let's set to normal. Bang.
Delhi Ground Royal Bhutan Bravo Tango November 7729 with Charlie request taxi to the active straight-on departure.
Royal Bhutan Bravo Tango
Delhi Ground
November
Royal Bhutan Bravo
7729
Tango November
all shore the runway
7729 with Charlie request taxi for takeoff departing straight out.
Zulu. Contact tower on 118.75 when ready.
This way. Oh, hello, Debix. Oh, that's not you.
Oh, am I back?
I thought that was you, but obviously it isn't. 29. Okay, so it's down that end.
No, I'm not still.
Maybe you have to go back, change it from north and then back to west again. Couple
That's
times.
what- Yeah, if I try it again, I'll do
I'm just
that.
trying to look for where the runway is I need to take
Oh.
off.
What did I do last? Oh, I tell you what, I went to the far
Holy
far
flip,
away
that is
one,
a-
so let's go West USA.
That is a taxiway. Yeah, this is free cam. This is free cam. Holy flip, runway 28 miles away. Holy flip.
And then back to, what are we on, North Europe?
West.
West Europe.
Yeah.
West Europe. West Europe.
Right. So, check. Back to normal.
Just take a few minutes, I suppose.
It's fine. All I need to do. Hey.
Oh, there, I see ya.
Yay! We can follow each other for a long road ahead.
Yep.
Hell, you've got this option. It's called Showcase. And bang, that's how it works. And then I just use the controller to deal with the drone cam. You really need to check out your settings, really. You got this camera mod and all that jazz. I need to get this flight going. We will do.
I'm quite away.
that.
The taxi, the runway that I was near, doesn't seem to be the runway that I'm taking off from.
Huh.
Oh, it's the opposite side. I have to go.
Oh, is that?
Which runway you
29.
taking off? 29.
Yeah, I think it's 29. Let me just check.
That's where we up, I think.
Oh, they got
Yeah.
one behind you as well.
Runway
Okay, fire.
29.
Yeah, I know.
You got Arctic Fox behind you.
He's fine. That's fine. Oh, your
Hey.
your airplane is green now.
Oh, there.
Oh, the line just popped up. There we go.
You said we're north.
Too much power.
Oh, I'm always safe. Yeah, I'm safe. 50's safe, brother. It's my co-pilot that's not. Do you know what I didn't do either? Didn't pull.
Whoa.
Okay.
Right behind you, Dev, chasing you down.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, well, I don't know if you see it. I've got a plane crossing just in front of me, so I slow down.
I don't see it.
No.
Must be AI.
Right, I'm being told to wait here for some reason.
Yeah, because we're coming over here now. I don't know. You're AI.
But there's nothing here. Oh, it's this thing here.
You got a little vehicle.
Yeah. But he's going the opposite way to where I'm going, but he's told me to hold. Anyway.
I think it's hit and miss at the moment because I just had a AI plane cross in front of me, but 80 they never told me to hold short or anything.
Yeah.
And I've got a fuel truck on the taxiway.
Say
It's
what?
still not telling me to hold short
Wow.
or hold position, whatever. So, oh no, it's a little baggage cart crashed with a van.
Well, rest in peace.
Oh, I can see where you guys are taxiing now. I can see Red Baron, how the devil are you? Good afternoon. Good evening. Good morning.
I see a Delta livery.
Right, thank you. Telling me to carry on.
What's Delta doing in India?
Well, they might fly into India.
To be honest, I don't even know.
Wow, this taxi's taking me.
I know.
Hold on, we can.
So is that runway 29 that you guys are here? Yeah, it's here, look.
28 we're going to.
I'm going to, I'm sure mine said 29.
Does that mean 50's going where we've just come from?
Yeah.
Yep.
Runway 29. Yeah, I got runway 29, guys.
Oh, well, it's a race to the intersection. Who gets there first?
Very open, wide, open spaced airport. All flat lands.
Wave at 50 as we go past.
Am I coming from where you guys left?
Yeah, we're just crossing them in front of you now. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see you.
Waving.
Oh, but Dev, you should have waited and let 50 go by.
No, you shouldn't. No.
No, we've got the right of way.
I'm going to get by before Dev gets down here, I think. That's Dev over there.
No, I'm past you.
Yeah, he's already gone past.
That's
Hello,
Empire.
how are you? And Mr. Steve Vader, hello. Can I say bingo now? I use the same number. Oh, God. Good evening, Stig.
Oh, it's a yellow plane. The 50 plus yellow plane game. Waving, even though you can't wave from the back. What speed are you going, Dev? Because you're way ahead of me.
Yeah, I'm only doing about 25, 30 knots.
Yeah, it always
Yeah.
says 30, even if I think that's the first speed on the marker, isn't it? I think 30.
Yeah. As long as I'm not going over the 30, I don't.
You're supposed to. I thought it was 15 down the runway, down the taxiway.
I think it depends on the size of the airport and all that.
Okay.
Welcome back, Daniel. Well, if it's massive, it will take years just to...
Yeah, I can imagine something like Schiphol would have the top taxiway speed.
Yeah.
Look how big it is.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I've seen it. Don't worry. I've slowed down already. I've seen it.
Wow.
Minivan.
You said no. You said about me going speeding down the road.
No, no.
Well, we're trying to taxi, Evan. That's what we're doing. I've got runway 28.
All the tags just
29, they've got
disappeared.
28. So you're at the opposite end then, aren't you, by the looks of things?
Opposite country at this point in time.
Wait. No, what I'm saying about you saying about the speed I must be doing.
No, the tags on my end disappeared.
Arctic Fox has just gone flying past me.
A fox? A fox and a hound. I need to do it quick.
Be about right.
Yeah, I know. I don't see anyone here for me either. No tags whatsoever. Hey Dev, do you see me rolling down? Because I can't see you anymore.
No, I don't see you at all now. I see 50 and I see Arctic, but I don't see you.
Yeah, I don't see anyone.
Yeah, you might have to do what I've just done. I actually went, chose
Yeah.
the server furthest away, so
Not yet, I haven't. Yeah, they're already on. They're always on when you get on the plane. You don't have smoking things. You only have the symbols now. Wow, where am I going?
That's still not showing up. Done it multiple times.
But they are already. Let's have a look. There you go. I want the. Oh, that's what I want. Right.
You almost went off the taxiway there, Dev.
yes, I know. I said it's because I crossed the home short line, so I did. I thought it'd be clever, go inside and do the landing lights and the strobes,
All right.
and then I read, oh, hang on, I should be turning, not going straight on. Right, I'm going to hold here for a minute while Arctic. Right,
I
think
like
though,
your
right,
reports as well, to be honest.
right, I think.
Yeah, because I've got the blue things to show me where the runway is, Ash. Come on. Mr. Shy, hello. Yeah, we're going over to Paro.
I am ready.
Circle Paro at this rate. Stop moaning. It's a taxiway. You've got to get to the runway. Back off. Back away from the keyboard. Back away from the keyboard, guys. You are sitting in a restricted area.
Oh, there you are. Now you're
Move
showing up,
away
Dev.
from the keyboard. Unplug the PC and disconnect the keyboard and mouse. Back away. Oh my God. Where is it? Do you know what? I'm sure I've just gone round in a circle. Be quicker to walk. Oh, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever, Mr. Shy, does it?
Okay,
At
guys,
all.
I am up.
As soon as you're taking off, Dev, I saw you.
Oh.
Your plane just instant
I
spawn.
can see the runway. It's there, look, guys. There's the runway here. And I've got to go to the start, which is there. We're quicker to call a taxi. What, an Uber? Oh, honestly, you guys moan. What don't you guys moan about? You've actually gone half a mile further from your... I don't know. I am just following what it says on the taxi.
Right.
Leave me alone. I'm a pro pilot. Well, I'm a pro something, but definitely not a pilot. You're acting like passengers. I said, get a move on. Do you know what I'm going to do? Do you know what I'm going to do? As soon as I get to 14,000 feet, I'm going to open the door.
Yeah,
and kick you
but
off.
if you do join a group, it's only going to
I'll
be
like
3
this,
of us
give me
anyway.
the parachute. But it's so high. Give me the parachute. Oh God, 50. You're such
Interesting
a wonderful
line,
streamer. All
isn't
right,
it?
go and sit down.
Very interesting line for that takeoff.
Yeah, I could imagine you being a pilot. You'd be showing nothing but your streams on the entertainment system.
The mini screens.
Release the brakes. Let's go,
Right,
people.
first of all, Mr. Shy, you have only just turned up, okay? We are taxiing.
Let's go.
You will well, I don't know about a good takeoff, but ding, attendant, can
40,
I get my 4th beer,
50,
please? We do not
60,
serve alcohol until we are up in
72,
the air. And that's one thing that
30.
planes do. They will not serve any alcohol or anything until they're up in the air. So, come on, guys.
I'm sorry.
Get with the program. Have you not been on a plane before? Right, now I've got to go through the chicane.
There we go.
Royal Bhutan Bravo Tango November 7729er. You were
So this is not a plane Grand Prix.
Oops.
We're nearly there, boys. We're nearly there.
Do that. Level off a bit.
I think
Flaps to 0. That is off.
Just trying to stay.
Should allowable to hold at speed 200. There we go. Hey, what's up, my man? Good evening. How are you?
Sorry for registering the speed upgrade now, so.
Yeah, we have taken off. See ya in. Whoa, that's a climb. That is a climb. But we are up. We are up. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Are you guys up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I am
it's taken off.
12,000.
What?
12,000 feet.
I haven't even got to the start of the runway yet.
Hey, down there. Hello, I'm waving. I'm at 8,000.
I can't help where it wants me to taxi from. God damn.
We're just circle around.
Yeah, we have to circle around, yeah.
Like, guys, give me a break.
So you should be fair because we got to circle. Literally, we got to circle around the airport.
Indian style. There's some Indian food. Yeah, I've got to make a sharp left turn now, Dev, like you did.
Yeah.
I thought
Oh,
I'd
I'm
load.
nearly there now. We're nearly there. Problem is, we should have took off at the other end. It would be perfect for them. Guys, this flight just Oh God! Honestly, I have got all the moaners in the channel tonight. Wow.
Friday night.
What am I going to do when you just sat there watching the plane at something? I think it would take to about 32,000 feet, something like that. What are you going to do then? Oh, do we have to stay at this altitude? Can we not come down a little bit and then go back up?
Copy that. I don't see your name
If you
down there.
want to.
We're on West Europe, by the way.
I normally do.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, all right, we're nearly there now.
Time to speed, my people.
We're nearly there.
Oh, again on the flight
But
level
we've still got to
210.
go and turn around again. What the hell? I tell you what, this has been one hell of a taxi. I still haven't got to the runway yet.
Have you not?
Oh, I can see you, Dev, in the air at just going over 12,000 feet.
Yeah, we're just going round in circles.
Yeah, we're going round in circles while we're waiting.
The thing is, that's what the flight plan's taking us though. It's not that we chose to.
Mine's going to do the same, to be honest, because looking at where I am approaching here, I'm going to have to go out and turn it back round. Why I didn't just pick the opposite end of the runway would have been a lot easier.
Looking ahead, we've still got another sharp turn eventually. Holy flip.
Okay, look, that's the runway over there to the right, okay? I should have actually put that take off from the runway, it would have been a lot quicker. Okay, we are here now. It's such a large airport, that's what the problem is.
They're trying to compete with Schiphol, aren't they?
It's about the same size, would you not say?
No, because if it was Schiphol, the first hour of the stream would have been taxiing only.
We're practically there now, to be honest.
Oh, right, we are, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah. Right, okay. Just check these. Let's get some clearance. There we go. Request clearance. Right, let's go. We need to be in the air. I know. Stop stressing me. I know. I can see Empire now. Finally, look at this. I'm going to try not to hang around as well, boys.
330. Sorry, 330.
This idiot.
It's not working, god damn it.
Okay, let's just go from here. I Microsoft Taxi Simulator. You guys are so horrible to me. Oh my God, what the hell happened there?
What's that?
Wow, that was a nice turn. It literally just thought, do you know what? I'm going to turn all on my own. Woo! And that climb rate is ridiculous. That climb rate is ridiculous. Look at this. Climb rate is ridiculous. It did this to me last time. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
messed around. I'm okay, just messed around with the climb rate. I've clicked it at 17 to climb at 17 to start with. It was doing this last time. We're okay, we're all good. I just find it crazy. Right. There we go, we're all set.
What did it got you? What did it originally give you climb? Did you notice?
No, what I do is I set it to climb at 18, okay?
Right, yeah.
But what happens is, as soon as you click the AP, it jumps to something like 34.
Oh, right, yeah.
So I have to kind of, that's why I keep it there, then I click it again, it levels off, it steadies out,
yeah.
and then I automatically try and get it in climb. Because I never really activate it until it's about 1,000 feet. But I'm okay, it's all good, because I'm a pro pilot, look, I'm used to this. You know what I mean? I'm a pro pilot, look, we're all.
Sorry,
we're on.
sorry, did I laugh out loud?
It's okay, I'm on course. Now, I need to lay down and take a headache tablet. It's taking me to 14,000 feet. See, we're okay when you're a pilot, you know what you're doing. Just... Where's
Yeah,
that?
you set your autopilot wrong to keep on your toes ready, didn't you? That thing, didn't you?
Where was that thing you was telling me about, where it will take over the ATC while I'm next to
Right,
it?
yeah, take the arrow where you put the maps down and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what arrow in the top?
The guy with the cap on.
Yeah, click the button cap and then just click on radio com. Click play, I'll wait for it to get.
Manage radio comms.
Manage radio comms.
Right,
And
wonderful.
then do all the radio and then you won't miss a call.
Okay.
But you'll still have to do the, if they tell you to climb to flight level or whatever. She'll only answer it or he'll only answer it.
Okay, there we do. I'm still heading 180.
Yeah, I'm currently. Well, yeah, I'm heading about 115 at the moment. 115, 116. But I'm just about to turn heading easterly.
but I'm starting to make the turn.
Just coming up to flight level 330.
Right, let me get these off. And that. How we looking, boys?
Yep, all good. Currently coming up to flight level 330, doing 280 knots, and on a heading of 115 at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just making that turn now. The more direct.
And I think I'm just about being given a go up to 370, which is my cruise altitude.
Right, this time we'll try and get. That's the landing. It's a 90-minute flight, right?
Oh, don't worry about it.
hours.
I'm at this point, 50's overtaken me now. I mean, we are 1 hour and 30 minutes, so. Yeah, hour and a half that's given me. And West Europe as well,
Yeah, I think that's a good
because I
feature
don't see
having
you.
the co-pilot deal with the radio comms.
Yeah, only if you have to move away. Yeah.
Well, no, I just say once I've taken off, I let the co-pilot do all the radio comms, because you've still got to do the climb when they tell you to climb anyway.
Yeah.
Because the moment you put onto click the button, it says let them fly the plane, it knocks it off of autopilot as well.
Yeah. Well, I've taken it off anyway.
Alright.
I'm back, and it didn't seem to affect anything. I don't have to put autopilot back on, or does it automatically?
No, I'm saying no. There's another option there. They give you 3 options for the AI control, which is radio comms, fly plane, and something else. But if you clicked on get them to fly the plane, then it knocks the autopilot. So you've got to be careful what they're doing.
Alright, sit back and relax.
How much are we cruising altitude?
I think. Let's have a look. Flight plan. Oh right. So according to this, mine's 39,000 feet.
Yeah, that's what it originally gave me, was 39,000. I changed that to 37.
No.
So it might even still try and set me up. with
Nope, not
39.
anymore. Going straight on.
Depends whether it took notice of what I asked it.
Going straight on. The airport's over there.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't think it listens to that, to be honest. I really don't think it does. I mean, if that states at 39,000, it takes 39,000, I'm sorry. But then once you get to 39,000, it will decrease to probably there. I don't know. I think we'd be quite a flight like this. I don't know, around about 35.
Yeah.
Or is 39 the actual?
No, that's what they gave me. Well, I've set mine at 37, but it seems to be letting me stay at 37 at the moment.
Okay.
Right, I'll cruise and altitude, seatbelts off.
Hey sir, are we there yet?
And the answer my kids used to get when they kept saying that, keep it up, we'll turn around and go back.
Oh, it's hard to get a pilot to ask, oh, could we turn back? Because the kid is saying, are we there yet?
Yeah.
Unless you give him £1 million.
No, it's when you get halfway there, decide it's too far, and then turn back and go back.
Yeah.
Which, when you work out, you've done exactly the same distance as if you'd driven there anyway. I always used to say that to the kids when they were growing up.
The only difference for me was the length of the taxi. That was the night.
It was quite a journey, yeah. You know, the airport we're taking off is the biggest airport in India.
Oh, there you go. That's all right. For that one, yeah.
Right, I will be back in a few minutes.
That makes sense as well. They don't do it.
Well, it's their main one, to be honest.
I've got the more linking for you guys if you want to see how the other guys are flying and how they're performing.
I mean, don't crash.
It's all good. See, this is the only part about flying that I kind of get bored very easily.
Yeah.
Because I just sit here now, and on occasion it will go 50. You want to go higher?
Or lower.
This is the only thing. Oh, why you want us to leave? No. I know there's not many of you in here because I know that my flight nights are. It's a shame that we can't put the content in that we used to have before. That is. You know what I mean? If I could afford the content. when
That you over there?
get back
I can't see you.
to get on a Friday, but with so many flight simmers out
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
God,
yeah.
you don't ever come into one.
What height are you at
Here
then,
we go,
obviously?
boys. We are turning.
I can't see your lights. A clip? Okay, who just submitted a clip?
It's
What
always
clip is
nice
it?
to have the fun side of it rather than the serious side of it. So you guys can join.
Yeah, are we there yet? Exactly.
That's what I love about it.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward
Right,
to this
okay,
approach at all.
conversation time, boys. Let's start the conversation. What have you done? What have you watched? What would you like to talk about? Let's do it. What's been happening in the world?
COVID. Keep getting Discord notifications all the time.
You're a blessing. Heavens.
Oh, 1 hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm at 29,000 feet going to 33,000 feet. Okay.
A watch.
Okay. Fair enough. Might take
Is it
25.
Walk in the Tombstone or something with Liam Neeson? That was not a bad Netflix film.
It told me that. Well, it didn't tell me anything. I just put it in. Actually, in fact, Simbrief told me to do
Start- what I do is I
35.
start
No,
watching
36 actually.
Probably when I go to bed. I
Thanks.
fall asleep and finish off watching the next morning.
I think it's telling me 36,000.
Because I'm knackered.
No, it's 35. He actually told me to do 35,000 feet from Simbrief itself. So,
You're doing a bit of
Doing 35?
Yeah, dangerous. Saving passengers from Birmingham stations. That new the update comes out soon for that, don't it? When you go, is it? I don't know what it's actually called. Planet hopping and stuff like that. New missions onto the planets. Right, here we go. Right, 23,000 feet. Oh, I knew it was.
at least I got the livery for this. I mean, at least someone's making
Oh,
the tan
29.
delivery.
I
Don't see Devix anymore in front of me.
Let's do it.
It's all flat, but eventually we'll get to hills and mountains. flip 784. Oh, I don't know why Sim Toolkit Pro is not working for me today at all. It was working for me early on, but now it's not.
75,000 feet.
Why? An ETA is 1 hour and 18 minutes. Yeah, it's probably, give or take, probably good. 9:30, so it leaves me half an hour to do a go around.
Nice clear skies, look guys. Look at that. Nice clear skies.
If it's calm. Well, someone's flying manually. It's all over the place. Hello, how's it going? Shubham underscore K11, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Welcome aboard to flight number 7729. Flight number 70.
Like Mr. C goes for his 10-minute disappearance act.
Yeah, but he doesn't say that famous pre-break.
No, he doesn't.
I don't even see him in front of me anymore. He must be way ahead of me. Way ahead. And you can see people behind me and not in front. Eh. Not really complain, I suppose.
How does a fire form in space?
Wait, what?
Fire needs air to ignite, don't it?
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, unless you're inside a space shuttle.
Well, let's just put that question to you.
Yeah.
Right, I am back.
Yeah, a space shuttle.
We were just discussing how a fire
Sam?
in space.
Yeah, of course I know him. Sam! He's a newbie.
Yeah, it does make you wonder, doesn't it?
He's a noob, he's a knobby knob.
Oxygen, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course I know him. We did a lot of role playing together. It's so dark.
But do you know the thing about it is...
We'll change it to night, daytime.
You see these explosions in space. On all these films, you always see an explosion in space. And you see flames, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
And no one's ever
Really?
questioned.
Change
how
it
did
to,
you do that?
what's movies? Special effects. And realistic.
Good evening to Mike in the 905.
Oh.
Oh, good God. Keep
Well,
him in your
everyone, good night.
channel,
I'm going. Bye-bye.
Keep him there. Camera's staying off. Keep him there.
Yeah, we just spoke not long ago. The last thing we said is GG. 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 That's the first thing that we said. It was about half an hour ago.
He said he'd be over to you in a little while.
Oh, nice. You're also based in India? I'm guessing you're also based in India. He recently moved houses too. He's happy he's got proper internet connection. Super speed internet connection. For £6. 6 flipping pounds. Right guys, I have 1 hour and 15 minutes. In counting.
Get carried away, I'll turn it back on. Right, look at my plane at the moment, guys, because it keeps going up and down, up and down. This is the problem I had last time. It will not hold that climb at 18. Yet it says, it clearly states
Have you clicked your B?
it's at 18.
You click your B tab, your BB, classic B.
Classic B what? This?
To reset, no, B on your keyboard to reset the thing.
No, but that shouldn't do anything at the moment. No, it just keeps doing it. I think it's broken again, though. It just keeps going up and down, though.
Yeah, see, everything looks normal and yet it's going up and down.
Yeah. And I've clicked it down so I manage it to climb. And it states that it's on that anyway, look. It states that it's on it.
Right, I'm not sure if it has an effect or not, but it won't be worth. So you know where it says 2992?
You lost an
Oh,
engine?
If if you pull the so the arrow underneath the knob underneath
I've
it,
done it,
put
yeah,
it
I've
back
done it, I've
to
done it.
standard.
That's his real name.
No, I don't think that doesn't do anything.
Oops, I
Go
told him
down
his real
now,
name. Oops, I apologise, Sam.
Then it will go up.
Let me read what he says, because
go down.
50's got a problem. It's dark, you already said that. Why are you moving into the storm? Well, obviously you got live weather on. When I had the live weather, I had the live storm as well, but the weather on my end is completely broken.
Oh dear. Yeah, it's just broken. It was doing this when I was flying it the other day.
What's your wind?
Yeah, it won't have anything to do with that. Let me have a quick look. Not showing any.
You got it off, that's why you need to turn on the weather information on.
Oh, sorry. If I remember right, that's this one, isn't it? There we go.
Yay, he remembers. And switch it over to 1 if that is workable.
Sorry. This one here.
Yeah, it says middle of 1 and 2 next to it on the left hand.
Or switch over to 1.
Yeah.
No, nothing's come on.
Well, that's obviously.
I mean, it's still going up and down. I'm not sure I've done it right. So, it's on 1.
Oh,
It's on
appreciated.
W
Appreciated.
plus T, WX plus T, which is right.
Yep, same here, and it's on number 1, and the other bit to the right, it should be on. Well, I think it's in not for you anyway.
Yeah, it is, but that's what I mean. So that's not working right. And it keeps going. Oh, hang on a second. No, look, it just keeps going up and down. Look. So that's broken. It's unsteady. That's what I mean, though. This is what it was doing last time.
What's your speed doing at the moment? Is that holding steady?
It's holding at 240, so it should be.
It should be at 320.
It should be what, sorry?
Your speed should be at 320.
Yeah, it should be, like you say, but look, it's showing 320, but I'm climbing, so it won't climb at 320. It's in climb. Yeah, it's in climb. It indicates on here. Hang on a second.
Oh, it's not in CL, that's why.
It is, but it's dodgy.
Zoom right in and see if it's in it.
Yeah, I've done it now. It normally tells you CL just here.
Yeah.
Right, but it's on climb now. And it's still. Hold on, let's see what it's doing now. Yeah. It's still going up and down.
Almost at 35, obviously.
Yeah, but it's how it's doing it though.
Yeah.
That's the difference. It's not right, is it? Everything here looks okay, don't it? Click that down. And it again. It still says 18 there, which I know that's what's supposed to be climbing now. Yeah,
Another idea.
Fuel, you forgot to add your fuel.
Flick auto throttle off and on.
Okay. Auto throttle's on. Now I'll check the speed. 18. And I'll put it.
Obviously, the aircraft's trying to fight the speed and the climb.
Yeah. I'm getting to 35, but
Because
ridiculous.
at 35,000 feet, your max speed is 270 anyway.
Yeah, but that's being managed by the FMC here.
Yeah.
That's all being managed for me. I can change the speed anyway, that's not a problem. Yeah, because a climbing manual. VS, yeah.
You just let it climb for a bit at 35,000 feet, then hopefully it will hold, and then it will pick up speed.
It will hold, and it will pick speed up. I know that. Now it's just steady off, you see, but it shouldn't be doing that. It should just climb straight to it.
And now I don't see anyone. What the flip?
Right, so it's time to go to 39.
You know, you probably had no fuel, so if you go into, if the engine goes off, okay, just go into your fuel, bump it up, and set that to crank,
I'm gonna touch that, see what
and
happens.
crank start the engine. Crank start the engine. Or go Control E. That'd be the cheapest way, but you know.
See, now it just holds steady like that until I click this. Then it will start to go, look. Now it's holding it. Yeah, and it just starts to come back down. Even if I do it manual, it shouldn't make any difference. It should still just climb straight at what I've clicked.
Yeah.
It
should
shouldn't
do.
make any, yeah, it shouldn't make any difference what I can always take over and the AP's still on. It should just carry on as normal until it hits 39,000 feet. But it keeps wavering.
This request is to stay at 35,000.
I've done that. So, well, it won't. It will keep thinking. Well, I'll have to wait till I get there because it will not. It doesn't really allow me. It might not. One second. Decrease. What are we at now? So if I go, let's go by maybe 3, won't it? No, 4,000.
Belham,
Accepted.
flying, Euro
It should say
truck,
no.
CSGO,
Right, descent. So now
games that I used to do with Sam,
35 and set it to go down.
just flying, basically. Oh, you already crashed? Well, you can instant spawn in a way.
Do that quite quickly.
You can instant spawn where I'm at, and boom, you can see me.
Do it nice and steady. Right, there we go. So it'll start to come down now. And it says 35 here. Yeah, it's still not holding steady, but that's holding better when it's descending.
And picking up speed too.
Speed going, well, the speed will hold because I am going down. Let's see if it holds at 35 and I'll stay there. I think there might be an error because when I was flying it the other day and I said to you, Deb, it wants me to go to 39, and I
Yeah.
said it was wavering. It's as if the plane won't go that high.
Oh nice, you got a steering wheel or something, or use keyboard?
And I just wanted to know if I was doing something wrong. It doesn't look like it.
Oh, my lips are flipping dry. Boy.
It is a weird one, that.
Well,
Right, so we're
what I know is
35.
it's called the Stig.
It's weird how it does that.
Yeah, well, you've got live weather warning. Obviously, it's working for you, not for me. Live weather hype. I don't even see any players near me.
Start going on. See, even though it says 320, it's still not doing that. Something's not right somewhere. Yeah, something is not right somewhere on this
That's
plane.
jet for you.
Because that magenta should be at 320. Have a look at this. Let's have a look at that.
So was that showing 320? Is that on your speed?
It's showing it on my speed, but I'm not actually doing that. I'm doing 270.
Yeah, that's the same as me, 270.
Yeah, it's right.
Mm.
Oh, here we go. That's disappeared now, look. The 320's disappeared. Oh, sorry, the 320's disappeared. It's been managed by the FMC now, which is right, because that's what it should be doing. And I'm holding at 35,000. On here, it's not giving me about 275 there, 480, so that's all messed up. Just check.
Right, don't forget that little red square right on the top of your speed. You know, near the top of it, above no, where your speed was looking.
No, I know that. That's over
Oh.
here. Yeah, here. But normally what it does, it tells me. Well, that's okay. Everything seems okay.
Makes me laugh how my red line's at 280. I can't go over 280.
Oh, okay.
And I'm at 35,000 feet myself.
Yeah, you can change it.
Yeah, that's probably about right, because I'm at 37. My red line comes in just below 270.
Yeah, so you're
Yeah,
doing 260.
Literally, mine's on 270. Yeah, I'm dead on 270 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this plane seems to have an issue with getting to 39,000 feet. Don't accept that one.
Well, these planes can do 42 maxed. Easy.
Yeah, yeah.
42 is the max in these planes.
I'm not getting no.
Exclamation mark.
I've got the
BRB.
X plus T here. I'm not getting no wind direction or anything.
Yeah.
I used to see that, but I used to see the arrow on it before, just below here, showing what it was doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think there might be a problem with that, because on mine, I've got the wind direction of 270 is flashing off and on, and my wind speed is fluctuating between 1 and 2 knots.
Oh yeah, yours is flashing. What the flip?
Yeah, so I think
What?
it might be, and obviously again this would be with the fly-by-wire mod as well. So
What? Can you see what wind speed it is though, Dev?
it's telling me it's 270.
That's heading.
Oh, wind speed between 1 and 2 knots is
Okay.
fluctuating.
Okay.
Which
I'm getting this
probably-
message on your channel, and it says, "Hello, if you are seeing this and you're not already on Twitch TV, click here to get the best Twitch experience." This is your channel, Empire.
That's multi-stream. Is that the multi-stream?
Yeah, I see it on the multi-stream as well.
Yeah, I get it
Why
too.
are you doing that though?
I get it on. I got it on all of you on multi-stream.
Or is that because it's been updated or something?
No, I think because multi-stream's not part of Twitch, is it?
No, it isn't. It is. It's done by a different person.
Yeah, so I think that's what it is, because
Every time I load the page up, I have to try and click it off.
yeah.
Yeah, my speed. My wind speed is 225 at 3 knots.
Yeah, as I say, mine's fluctuating, flashing 270, fluctuating 1 to 2 knots, which
Yeah.
I think is probably acceptable wind fluctuation like that.
And mine's not flickering, by the way.
No.
I like the way that we've got different goddamn issues.
But saying that, I mean, if that's the extent of issues I'm having with this plane, I'm quite happy to
Yeah.
accept that and leave it with that, to be honest with you.
Oh, I just noticed something, 50. Got your speed brake set. If it's actually out. If you're talking, I can't hear. And again, I don't even.
Is that what it is? This right?
It goes
says
up and
zero,
down.
Speed brake level 0.
No, it's got a. If you lift it up, it goes up and
Disarmed,
down, and you put it down, it's disarmed.
Yeah, but it says 0.
No, 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 not that
Oh,
bit.
you mean down here?
Yeah.
How's that on?
Don't know. You probably don't know.
Oh, hang on, because now the plane's slowing down. That's full. It was off. That is off. That's where it was.
Yeah.
Right, that's where it was.
Oh, now you got it up.
Still.
Hang on. Oh, there you go. Now you got it down. There you
It's
go.
right. There was nothing wrong with it.
Now, what I was saying is, you had your speed brakes armed, where it was set to 0,
No, I
but the thing
didn't.
was lifted
I
up.
didn't. That was how it was, like it is now.
Hmm.
That's exactly where it was.
Yeah.
When I go in it, it says speed brake level 0. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's where it was. Until I do that. And it wasn't up, because that's up, because the white's showing.
Yeah.
Then I click it down, which says 0.
I don't know if you do, but when I normally with the when I was using the default one, because there used to be problems with autopilot, what I used to do was as soon as I put it on autopilot, I think you've already
Yeah.
done it, but I always click the auto throttle off and back on, because remember when we first did it, it give you
Okay,
the
I'll do that now. Auto
It gives-
throttle is off.
yeah.
Now it's back on.
Hear the engines revving.
But now, hold on a second. Now I'm only doing 250. And that is right, isn't it? I can't push that any more far forward, because that says ground spurred. And it says RET, which is resting. What's that for then?
Retracted.
Yeah,
Yeah, as it is now, it's all good.
but that's how it was in the original, from the start. When it's up, you can see the white like a tape around the bottom, like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, which means it's armed.
Right, which it wasn't in the first place, Empire.
Well, when I looked at it, I thought it was, because
Well,
obviously,
you didn't see the white bar across the box, so how could you have said that?
well,
That's what I'm getting at.
you
You're
also
getting
when you see it armed, it will say it on the screens anyway in front. Speed brakes armed and ready to be attacked by Germans.
You're trying to justify yourself when all you had to say was, I thought and I'm sorry.
Yeah, you thought, and I'm not sorry.
See? See? Because this is the thing that I said. Oh, hang on. This is the thing that I said before. When I started 180, that was flicking backwards and forwards.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it only did it once, and it could, like you said, it could have been because of the update.
yeah, possibly, yeah.
Yeah. But everything else seems okay, and I'm just concerned I'm not getting no wind direction, unless there is no wind.
Well, even got no wind, it will tell you 0, 0, 0.
Yeah, but you'd have the arrow with it as well.
Yeah.
So you don't get this.
And as the weather master's having it's Friday and he's drunk and he's having retirement for tonight.
I'm getting back to 270. It's just funny this, they do an update and you go and interfere with stuff that's not broken.
Look, it's time to get back to 290, 270, that 70.
I can only do what the plane does.
Usually when you change to 270, it goes up.
I don't pick a fight with anybody, stop it.
Well, it got to land yet.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it.
Oh, Devex, I can see your tail.
Can you?
By the way, that sometimes it shows you how high you are, and other times it just tells you your name and no altitude.
Yeah.
I can only see Empire.
Yeah, it might be because it's with us beyond a certain distance. Because I can see Empire's name behind me, but I can't see yours.
I'm in the middle.
That's unusual.
pilot comes out with stuff like that, he doesn't realise unless he explains himself.
That sounded wrong. Well, I am. I'm in the middle. Not in the bed though. Right in the middle. Is food being served yet on your aircraft, guys?
Yes.
I bet let these passengers walk around, don't they?
Yeah, why not? It's a long flight. I mean, the pilot would do the same.
I'm just trying to see if there's something I haven't activated for it. If it's let me do it.
I know you've got it set to manage on your speed and climb and all that,
Yeah.
but if you hover your mouse over your speed button, it should tell you, although it's in management, it should tell you what speed it's actually set out by.
No, it just says, oh, it's in Mac. So I have to get that, don't I?
Mine's a Mac.
Yeah, mine's in Mac as well.
Ah. When I take it off Mac, I hear the engine speed up.
Wait, what?
Just change over to FBD speed.
Yeah.
Now, I know if I turn that, oh, it says 320.
Right, what I would do, just to be able to say, again, just a double check thing, just like do the click it so it goes engage manage speed mode again. Because sometimes I think if it misreads it or something.
Oh, we should be halfway there, to be honest. Check. Ah, wrong one.
Yeah. No. Oh, when I turn it, when I actually click it once, it actually says 374. Right, now it's going 374. So I'm going to change it to 280.
Yeah.
And it is going to 280. But, let me just do that now. That still hasn't changed at the top, but it's going to 280. Oh, hang on. No, that still says 320. Oh, hang on, it's just engaged. Right, okay. It's messed up. Something's really messed up.
At least you can do 280.
It says 320 on here.
I mean, at 35,000 feet, how can you do 320?
I don't know.
Because I can't even do 280.
It's holding at 280, isn't it? It's as if. Hang on. That's managed, right, which is going to be operated by the ATC, the FMC. So if I click it, I'll see what happens. Right, I've clicked it.
FD button's on, isn't it?
What's that, right?
FD, flight director
Yeah,
button.
really,
Yeah.
that's on.
Oh yeah, India, yeah. What time is it? Let me guess. 3 o'clock in the morning? I don't know. 2:30 in the morning?
Yours still showing
Your
you in front
time
of
zone.
Climb, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's it, climb, yeah. I'm supposed to be climbing.
But at least you are going smoothly at 35,000.
I don't come out of climb. And it's slowly going up to 3, it's slowly climbing up. Speed's slowly going up, very slow.
You can even beat setting climb, should say altitude cruise. Even you're holding at 35,000 feet, you shouldn't be saying climbing at all.
But according to this one,
Yeah,
it's
because on
climbing
mine, I've got on mine Mac, Alt, Cruise, Nav,
Same for me.
then AP1.
Yeah, but I haven't got the fly-by-wire stuff.
No, it should all still all say
Yeah,
that.
it will say that. Doesn't matter if you've got the mod or not, it will still
Should
say
do.
that. Yeah.
Right, so what's going wrong here then? there's something I haven't
Well,
engaged with.
I know that with the update, they did update something with the Airbus.
Because this is going to go, whatever I do is going to go to 320. Yeah, it's still climbing slow.
Alright mate, catch you later. Thank you for stopping by and having the follow. I will say hi from Sam soon enough. You'd be asleep anyway, to be honest.
Right, 41 minutes to go.
Say what? Yeah, 41 minutes. I've got 50 minutes. Well,
Currently 37,257 knots.
yeah, prepare for multiple go-arounds.
Yeah.
My waypoint, 168 nautical miles from next waypoint.
Yeah, right?
I'm just concerned about this because I'm now speeding up. I'm trying to rectify that. See? I've got overspeed. It's as if it's not ready right.
You've got overspeed now.
Yeah. But I don't know how. Right, I've just taken over and took it back to 280.
It's going down now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
That's weird.
You still got your
Yeah, you still got your vertical speed indicator
Yeah.
showing.
yeah, minus 900.
That, as soon as if I engage it, it will show here. Okay? It will show here. I haven't got that engaged. It will show there. Watch. See, it shows there when it's activated. Okay? That's the difference. Now it's going to try and go down. That's what I mean now. So I click that to level, because it will keep it now at, and now it says 0. I know how that works, so it will take me. It will keep me now at 34.8. That's what it will do. And if I want to go to 35, I can do it nice and steady. Where it going? Just do it steady, then it will change there to plus 500. That's when it's activated. That's what I mean now. And then once it gets there, that will disengage. Although it's showing that will disengage, because I'm at the altitude I'm requesting, which is here. It's gone now, more.
And you should see altitude cruise on the screen.
Well, it's not giving me the cruise, but it just says altitude. But you're right what you're saying, but I'm not seeing that. That's what I'm saying. Why am I not seeing that? Because now it will get me to 35, which is right. But that doesn't change the cruise. It's that. You're on about the thrust.
No, it's not the thrust, it's actual, because when you hit 35,000, literally on the dot, it will say altitude cruise.
Yeah.
Mind you, that altitude cruise may not come up if the
what I'm
VF
thinking,
isn't showing all dots and dashes.
Yeah.
It's not. But what happens in this, it just says altitude. It changes. It just says altitude. The dot's not there. Because I've reached it now. 35. Yeah. 280, and that's it. It doesn't matter what that's doing until I engage it. I can click level off now if I want to. It should level off now. at the 35. That's all it will do. And now it just says altitude, it will say altitude cruise. That's the difference with this one. But that's right at the moment. What's happening now is right. Because it's climbing at 0. So it's holding me there. And I can see the one there, which I don't understand why that's there. And it just says speed. It doesn't show climb anymore. See what I mean? How weird it is. Yeah, I am in climb. What's the hell? It's weird.
Well, at least you're holding 35 in a way.
You don't need to level it off. I know. So I'm just trying to work out why it's not showing what theirs is showing or acting the same way. I think it's because you guys have got the fly-by-wire. That's why I think yours is doing what yours is doing. Even if I do that by 1, even if I do that by 1 just to get it to where it's supposed to be, it's showing now that I've done it by 1. You have the version, but now it's at 35, okay? And it will stay there until I hit that again for it to do something different. Yeah, there you go. And that's what it'll do. But really, I could do this, which will then turn that off, which means it's going to climb it now. That now has got the star on it to say that it's going to activate now, which is holding at 35, and then the star will disappear. Dropping down slowly, it's only doing it slowly, and that will then change to a turquoise colour.
Yeah, the plus look like a plus sign, yeah.
Yeah. I'm doing it really slow so I can actually watch what it's doing. It just works slightly different because I've never seen that cruising on here. I didn't see that anyway. Right, so we're now, let's see if it changes. There you go. Things come off it now. The square box around it has disappeared, and I'm now at 35 exact. And that 1 should disappear soon. It's weird. I mean, it's been like this for a while. The speed thing's a little bit dodgy. And that's all it does. That's all it does. Yeah, there you go. That's just showing the wind, obviously messing around with it. I just finished my tea. Oh my God, Chipotle! But it's not like it's not flyable. It's just the fact that, like what you say, it says it's in climb. It's just got altitude, and then the nav's on, which is right. If I turn those off, that will disappear. If I take it out of climb, that will move. It's a jalopy, that's what it is. It's just a jalopy. We're flying anyway.
I think you must have bought the prototype A320.
Well, this is out the box, isn't it? That's the difference. This is just straight out the box. That's all.
Prototype.
So it's kind of a jalopy, isn't it? I'm thinking if I put that fly-by-wire on it, might change things, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no other. I think the only thing that bothers me so much about it is the fact that although you try to manage it, by the FMC, it still doesn't show you that the FMC is in control of the plane.
Yeah, that's the problem I find with the FMC as well, is it shows you what your altitude is and all that, but it don't show you what the speed is, although it's set in.
Yeah, because this is not.
And you, yeah,
That's
and
same on my end.
like the Aerosoft one and FSH, remember, you used to get the speed and you could amend the speed and altitude in the FMC as well.
That's
Yeah.
right.
This one, it's all blanked out.
Yeah.
All that lost blanked out.
Even some of the altitude, it's blanked out. I mean, some of it appears, and other times it just blanks out.
If I go
Yeah.
to.
So what I've noticed with the altitude, if you look under the altitude on some of them, it's got those two little dashes, which means basically same as above.
Yeah, that's what it means.
Yeah.
Yeah, but mine's all over the place.
Hey.
Even if I look at the approach, still doesn't give me. That's where I am now. And look at those. I don't understand that because I can't see the destination. 776. That's a full flight. Okay. So I go. So really, I don't start to descend until I hit PR-738 and I go down to 13,000 feet, 13,600. From there, I hold that for a while. Then I get to 12. And then I hold at 12 above 12, as I say, and I don't decrease again until I get to PR-712 and I go to, well, it says 11, but, that's neither here nor there, is it? And then I hit, well, it says engine clamp there. Yeah, it's just all messed up. Oh no, hang on. Yeah, it's all messed up. This doesn't really tell me anything.
No.
Yeah, when I put the other flight plans in, I can even show where I'm supposed to be at, like, 3,000.
Yeah.
And things like that, but it's not showing any of that. It's messed up.
I can see the mountains. Oh god.
Oh, there you go. 3,000. I don't understand that. It's not making any sense. It's not marked up as well. So the other one was telling me to go to 13, 12. Oh, 7,005. Oh, that's what it is. And I can't go back to 11. And back down to 7. Or I don't know. I've no idea. Not making any sense to me.
Well,
Get
to
out.
be honest, at 7,000 feet, you would hit a mountain, so I wouldn't go down
Yeah,
that
I
too
don't-
early.
But I don't think it is. I think it's just the way that you've got 737 there, and then you've got 17,000 here. So it's just not.
I mean, 17,000 probably the what do you call it? The airport altitude.
Probably. It's here. It says end of flight plan.
Yeah, the elevation of the airport is 7,364 feet.
Right. Okay.
You've got a chart up in front of you there, Empire?
No, it's just the very basic ones. The approach charts is like, when I click on it, it says, sorry, this airport doesn't support it at the moment.
Oh, no, it's fun or you guys have the transition now with you on.
Yeah, I've got basic 18,000
We'll see
feet.
how I go. We'll see how I go.
18,000, yeah.
Yeah, heading.
Hold
Oh,
it over.
I do have this. Runway 15 is heading 151. Write that down so you don't forget.
151.
Yep. That's the heading.
Right, we'll say
1,000 feet.
18,000 transition, yeah.
Runway length 2,264 meters.
Right.
Fire track on standby.
What position heights?
Empire, was it 115 or 151?
151.
What runway is that runway?
15, yeah, 15. That's what Dev and I have taken.
See what it gives me when I get
Wow.
close.
Yeah, it will give you 15 or 33.
It might give me 33, to be honest. What's 33?
Don't know, don't have it up.
It's like I used to be able to go to the maps.
That's going to be some mountains in there, isn't it? That's called those basic charts, like you said, you got. Yeah.
Yeah.
Decision height is 12,500.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Probably like, you don't need to let other airports like Gatwick and it's only normally about 200, isn't it?
Yeah, well, these.
2 to 400 decision height. They're going to be some high mountains.
Well, I can see it from a distance, got snow on the top.
Empire's already flown in there, that's
I haven't. We all have actually, in fact.
do it.
Some time ago, no, in this news, a couple of weeks ago. We did a what flight? It's just you and me, 50. We did the.
Oh, don't tell me we did it in the little GA things at night.
No, not the GA ones. The 208.
Oh, it's that one when you turn around the mountain.
Yeah, the one where it had beautiful buildings and had people on the people on the buildings, picture of people faces.
I know which one it is now.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
It's the one that you went around close to the mountains and came in,
yeah,
and I came in from the other end, didn't I?
yeah.
Wow.
And it was still looking at the airport.
Yeah, 'cause it takes you over the airport and brings you around, don't it?
Yeah. In this case for us, it's more direct.
But I did a good landing on that one then.
Yeah, yeah. But that was small planes. This time it's these kind of aircrafts.
Good.
Oh, shut up.
Honestly, I do. I hate it with the passion. Right, but it's an application for a new head mod in the 50 Plus Gamers channel. If I do not butter
There it
this, so you better be careful, Empire.
There
Your
it is.
job's on the line here.
There it is. Yeah, do a barrel then.
Yeah, do you know what I'm going to do? As I come into land at 12,000 feet, I'm going to do a barrel roll and just go straight down onto the ground.
Yeah. Serve your customers first.
I'll serve them coffee upside down. You want a Starbucks? There you go, in
But-
your lap.
But it is a nice airport, what we're doing with the buildings and whatnot.
Yeah, but it's a nice airport. It doesn't look good when you've been stretchered from an airplane wreck. It just doesn't look good.
Oh, who said we're going to wreck? Might get them one piece, to be honest.
I hope so. Right, I think I best get myself another drink, don't you guys? Dutch courage, as they call it.
Right. Heading for runway 33 is 331.
331 has been written down. Whether I make that heading or not is a different matter.
Yeah, you know, Dev, you and I got those twisty and twist twas up ahead of us.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to work for us.
Well, all I'm saying, the chance there to beware of up, downdraft, winds getting turbulent or final approach.
Yeah, we just have clear weather.
Can I bail out now?
To be honest, it feels calm on my end. Because, well, I don't have live weather active.
No, I've got calm weather, so I'm just putting the wind, speed and heading in. I've got on, showing on
What the
the
hell?
MCDU at the moment. I've still got it showing 270 degrees at 0102 knots. So I'm going to take that.
I've got that problem where about 3 waypoints out I need to be at 7,000 feet, and in another
Yeah.
2 waypoints out it's telling me to be at 16,000 feet.
Yeah.
Oh boy, what's giving me that for?
Don't suppose when you started the planet. Oh no, you didn't go. Well, you did go for the world map, but I suppose you took notice on the world map what the temperature and all that was for. Paro, did you?
Temperature is 19 Celsius. QNHN is 0121. 0121.
0121.
1021.
Oh,
0.
1021.
And the temperature is 19.
19.
Yes.
1 9. Oh, I put it in like I put it in for that.
Actually on your tablet.
Oh, was it? Yeah, MDA 12,500.
I'm just going to listen to ATC, so it looks like it's going to be a dodgy approach. So I don't know it. I don't have all that stuff.
What I should get called into
Oh, wrong button.
the FMC. I should be coming down to 16,300 very soon. In about 150 miles.
Well, you always can prepare yourself a little bit early. That's some. Oh, flip one way. How long before you got to descend in 150?
In about 150 miles, yeah.
Oh, okay.
28 miles till I get to Waypoint Tumley, and 140 miles to Bogop, which is the start of the star, if you want to call it that way.
Yeah, I'm about 15 minutes behind
That's
you.
when we're coming in, isn't it? Yeah, coming on Bogo 1A.
Oh, 1A. Yep. It starts at Bogo OP actually at 7,300. So many loop-to-loops. Oh, look like 50 is taking 33. Yeah, looking from that.
Is that approach then, 33?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, some nice mountains here.
But have a pee break before I land, otherwise I'd wet myself.
Hey?
It's all good. It's nice though. It looks really nice. All this stuff crossing here.
17 minutes apparently.
I think I'm a lot further out with you guys because I don't actually see. I don't see any of you.
No, I don't see them right behind me now.
Nobody crazy enough to fly out here.
Hey?
There's nobody crazy enough to fly out here.
We'll love to fly out here. I mean, pray to God with those goddamn pilots.
Oh, you can see those contrails from the outside now. But you have to do the angle, you know, where you're sort of like tilting down.
Oh,
on the
yeah,
plane.
I can see him. Yeah, I see him. There.
I mean, FSX had it for years. And they finally added it.
Yeah.
That's a picture.
It's just a shame you don't see them off other planes as well.
Hmm.
Well, that's gonna put a bit of FPS issues onto the
Probably would do, wouldn't it? Yeah.
picture straight away. It looks nice,
Yeah.
but they're not true because you don't see them. Oh, you can see when you do it from the top as well,
Yeah.
and it does stretch quite a way back. Yeah, it does stretch quite a way back. Let me just see if you can see it better in. If I change the time slightly.
Because I'm sure in FSX you used to see them on other planes as well.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
You did, didn't you? Yeah.
Oh, you know, if you change the weather slightly, it looks really nice. Like I've just put it to
Oh, dust.
6:10, and it looks really nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, you can't do it in the dark. Look at that. Yeah, it looks really nice. It's not too bad.
Ugh.
So I'm just coming up to waypoint. Kim,
Ooh, Kim, where's Cat?
actually, it makes me laugh. It's just changed. I'm going over. Wow, look at this.
Looks nice around here.
It does look alright around here.
Well,
Oh, that's the airport. Yeah, that's BNKT.
we've got 23 minutes out. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll work out when's the best time to
Actually-
descend.
Well, I don't know. I was just saying. I'm just looking at one of those screens, the radar screen, so to speak.
Mm.
And it actually looks like they've actually added the top of descent markers.
Turn in. We are turning in.
Yeah, they have, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does
I'm
pop out.
I'm about, what, 45 miles out from top of descent then, if that's correct.
I mean, it's very, very small to see it though, that's the only downside.
Yeah, if you zoom in.
Yeah.
Bring the...
Keep in mind it's a lot higher too, Dev.
Yeah.
You can actually see the snow on the mountain tops. Ah.
I ain't looking forward to that. As the mountains get higher as you go through, I can see some people now. Oh, I can see you guys now. I can see Empire.
The Devik's ahead. Well, he disappeared again.
I can't see any of you at the moment.
I look to my right and it's all flat. I look to my left and it's all not flat.
Yeah.
Like different worlds.
They're heading into all that, by the way.
Yep. I mean, you guys are more inland compared to me.
Mountains.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're the safer place than we're not.
For now, for now.
I think I'm going to be turning some anyway.
I think about 20 minutes out I start to descend slowly.
Yeah, I think
100 and
I'll make a suggestion. Do you reckon about 15,000?
Well, mine's saying to at 1700 begin with.
yeah, mine's going to be at the moment down to 16.3.
Yeah. And then you go down slowly, bit by bit.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think it takes you through like a valley, don't it?
Yeah. Well, eventually, we fly in the valley, zigzagging through as we go into landing.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. I've got a funny feeling that the way this agency works, it will not get me to descend more or less at the last minute.
Mm.
I don't think I'll start to descend or get any sort of decal. Yeah, I don't think I'll start to descend.
Hey, Green Dad, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while, or hear you from in a while.
Right, I think I might request a descent now.
Yeah, I'm 20 minutes out. You're going down to 17?
I'm going to go down to 17, yeah.
Yeah.
Quite a way out, aren't you?
Because mine's saying go down to 7,000, then climb to 17,000.
I don't know why it would get you to do that, because think about it anyway. If it's taking you back to 17,
I'll go down to 270 first.
until you were on the
Right.
descent of the approach sort of thing.
Yeah.
I don't get that. To take you down and bring you back up.
Go, my man. How's it going?
Better to stay at that altitude.
Yeah. What we'll probably do is go to
Coming up the
17 and
Calcutta
16.
Centre.
Yeah, because here we go. The airport is saying that I'll be coming in and landing, and it's at 7,348 feet.
So is that your descent then?
No, that's the airport level.
Right, another 10,000.
So my point saying is
17,000.
we'd probably be coming in roughly around 9,000.
I can see these mountains here. And if we're turning, it looks like it's going to take us into this area here.
Well, at least you're working, I suppose.
Like it, that,
Stupid times, but well, I can't really complain.
um,
Me, normal, I suppose. Being myself, is that fine? I suppose.
I
Nah.
was watching some of my landings, and they've all been relatively good. But they're not been airports like this.
Well, we never go to places like this, really.
Well, you said we've been here already, haven't we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bud.
You wasn't with us, unfortunately,
Hello,
Dad.
Miss Frank.
I know, right?
In the light aircraft, it was kind of nice. For one thing, it was a nice flight we had. It was quite good. I
Yeah.
think it was free somewhere.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Yeah, and it was quite decent. But the difference with the 350 and the 208, you can turn now. You know, you can actually fly those in.
Yeah.
The difference with these kind of planes, they have to be glided in sort of thing. They have to make the turn at the right time. That's
Yeah,
the difference.
yeah.
And that's what I'm kind of anxious about it. But I think I'll do what I can to bounce off a mountain, try and recover a wing, do a barrel roll, and then land. Not quite good.
And then land, and you go put your hands out. So I'm saying, I am the professional pilot. No one
But I
can't
think
beat
it's
me.
fun, though, because the one thing we're struggling with at the moment, like we spoke about the other day, was content, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we was doing it last night when we were speaking, and the one thing we missed is the fact that we had the helicopters, we had we'd flown the Beluga, we'd flown the what's that German thing?
Antonov.
We've flown the Antonov, and even though it was only on FSX, there were nice planes fly to learn, and we've flown the one that we did the shuttle, didn't we, as well, which was
Yeah.
nice. So it was all nice. But now we just find that we're trying to make it better by picking dangerous airports, or it's difficult. And I suppose if you look at it from a streamer's point of view, if I was just a flight simmer, I'd be struggling with this.
Yeah.
I'd be struggling with it. The only thing I could do is go, right, well, I've got this skin, I've got that skin.
Yeah.
But you can't get content where you can do helicopters and stuff like that work right. I know they've got a so-called helicopter in this, but
It's pants.
fly like a plane.
It's one word, rubbish.
And then I'm not going to go out and spend 30 euros on that Spitfire thing. Is that what it was?
Yeah, the new Spitfire, yeah.
Yeah. It may be good and everything, but until Microsoft do, I think the update everybody's waiting for is when they add those planes that we had in FSX.
Yeah.
Because then all we'll do is just go back to number one and start flying each one.
But eventually they will add helicopters, but it's a long way off.
Yeah, but for me, I can't see how it's so difficult for them not to have added some of those planes when they've added these, which were, if you think about it. I can't see it being that difficult. I think they've got a roadmap of how they're going to do stuff. Right, so I still don't see Dev.
But I am at 24,000 going down to 19,000 at the moment.
That looks so much.
Huh. My speed was playing up a bit there myself. Oh, interesting.
The sim is going to win, and we're all going to crash.
I was descending and the speed was dropping as I was descending. Not this. No, that was odd. Don't make sense. Why would I be descending and speed dropping at the same time? It should be the opposite. Right, David, you should be descending to 17.
I requested 27, then 17, and they turned around and told me to go 19. So
Yeah, 19's better than nothing.
19 with about 60 miles out from the star point.
Yeah, just got these distant turns up ahead.
For the arrival, yeah. And yeah, it's flattening out a little bit here, so
Yeah, according to this, I'm way off the mark on the when you're looking at it.
You're gonna let the pilot, your plane dev, go round and twist and turn?
yeah. Why not? Not flown this airport, so I might as well do what the flight plan says.
Yeah, it's so
If you
much
don't
way
know it,
worse.
that's what you can do, though, isn't it? To be fair.
And if something goes wrong, I'll blame the flight plan. Well, Mr. ATC, I done what the flight plan told me to do. It's coming down to 19,000.
Yeah.
Somehow, I've come off the flight plan, which I don't understand how. On the waypoint, God knows where I'm heading.
What's your heading thing selector?
Right, descend 17,000.
With the heading thing, select in and select it back out again.
Yeah, but it's on manage.
Yeah, I mean unmanage, unclick manage and put it back to manage. Maybe that will drag it back onto gentle line.
Yeah. That is so weird. I haven't even touched that. What's this plate doing? Now put it back to manage. You know what? This is messed up. You know what, Richard? I'm going to go back to manage. Still holding. That is weird.
It's what it will do. It will turn, go straight towards that line, hopefully turn back. But it shouldn't have done what it did anyway.
No, it's turning back.
Wait, what?
To a different heading. Oh, I know what you mean. I get what you're saying. I get what you mean. Right, okay. It ain't making any sense to me, this is it.
Anyway, I can't see it because do you have your approach on? I can't see properly because the light. No, it's not. No, it's not.
How would the approach be on? What is he talking to? Why would the approach be on? I'm nowhere near approach yet.
Well, it doesn't matter.
I haven't done anything. I mean, you know, I'm just saying, I haven't done anything. I wouldn't have the approach on this early, would I? I know what you're saying, but that don't make sense. I've not touched anything. It made that last turn. So if I put it back on that, then hit the manage, I'll see if it'll stay on the line then. Because if it messes up now, I've got no way of getting in there.
Right, down at 17,000.
Wonderful. A 17,000 feet.
The next minute I see Dev's tags, the next minute he's disappeared.
Well, not my fault you can't keep up.
Not my fault you're going too fast.
What speed you doing, Dev?
Well, I'm only actually doing 290.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I've been doing 280 all the way.
Yeah, I've been doing 280.
And yeah.
I'm just trying to watch all this so I can see what happens when I go to manage. But I think we had this problem before. If it goes too far from the way, here we go though. Mine's telling me to go to 25,000 feet now anyway.
Royal Baton Bravo Tango, November 7729er. You're leaving my airspace radar service. Terminated. Clock 1200. Frequency change approved.
Yep, I'll contact them. However you say it.
Squawk 1200.
Guwahati, something like that.
November
Yeah.
7729er.
Now what I want you to do is just keep me on that heading until I get on this line.
Right.
It's going to be a bit of a challenge, this is.
Those mountains
Right,
look.
I'm coming up to the point about 20 miles before you do that double back zigzagging.
All right.
Yep.
The according is I'll put hit the constraints button for that on the display. So let's see if it works, because by the time I get to the PR762, I should be at 14,500.
Right, so I'm now going to hit this manage heading and see what happens. Because I'm as close to that magenta line as I want to get.
You shouldn't be doing all those loop-to-loops at all. What the flip?
Should be coming down to 16.
So,
Yeah, it should be coming down to 16.3 in a minute. About 15 miles out.
it's actually taking me away from it.
Huh.
Hang on. Yeah, it's taking me away.
What's your closest waypoint you see ahead of you?
VNTJ.
Well, you could do also is in your FMC, clicked on DIR, which means direct, and then select the waypoint to go directly to that waypoint.
I don't want this crap now. Not now, it's been flying fine. Let's do this. Why would you want to mess up right now near the end of the flight?
It's weird.
Because it's us.
Hmm.
It's like it knows it's us that's flying.
I don't get that at all.
Oh, just saying 16,000. I've been doing well so far.
Yeah, for some reason it's speeding up, that's fine.
Oh wow, it's taking right.
Saying that I'm 9 minutes out, but I've got loop to loops.
It's actually, Joe, it's actually saying that it's actually, I've not even reached the Bogop or whatever it is. About 7 miles away from it, it's turning me towards the next waypoint already.
Yeah.
Oh well. Maybe it's going to be such a tight turn if you don't. It's like you're doubling back now. We're going down to 14.5 at a minute.
Guys, I'm not going to do 17,000, I think. With distance, those mountains look higher than 17.
They look it, but no, 'cause it's sent me down to 16 and obviously I'm clearing them. Right, gonna take your speed down below 185. Bring your speed down a bit. Speed brakes.
Waiting to get to my next waypoint. I've got 46 miles yet out.
We'll go 1 flaps now. I'm already at 16,000.
Right, going down to 17.
On your speed.
Are they making you making it turn sharply left and right? Or it's a
Yeah.
good turn?
I think it's done that because of the mountains ahead.
Hmm. Oh, STD can be activated.
Terrain on nose display. Bring my speed down to 160.
Yeah, I can catch you up even though I'm just passing you.
Yeah.
Holy flick, you're right in the mountains.
That's 2. That's 3. Yeah, really, I'm not taking no chances. Oh, I can see 50 now. Right, like he's in front of me. Not sure about landing, but quite easy to get seasick on this plane. Always
Nah.
twisting and turning. What I'll see you on that now, Empire.
17. 17,000.
You're a 17, yeah? It's one of these. Well, it took me a 16. Then time you go 17. and
Yeah,
then
I
back down
know.
to 16.
I know, but I'm just...
I just stayed at 16.
Yeah, same for me. It's telling me to go down to 17, back to 17, but I'm not going to go up down to 7. Too early for that. Oh, I'm going to have my terrain switch on.
Yeah, you might want to put that on.
Never used it, to be honest, in this situation. We can use this terrain switch. I'm coming up to BOGOP, coming up to it now.
Yeah, I'm just coming up to PR 728.
PR728, did you say?
Yeah. Calcutta Centre. Oh, it's a little bit cloudy around here as well, so misty low clouds.
Good, it's a bit better. Head inland. We'll go straight out. So they put the seatbelt sign on because the passengers will think
14,000 feet. Right, I think it's just about to line me up with that valley.
yeah, I can see.
It's just like those twisty roads we had in
Your truck.
Yes, yeah.
I mean,
Right, there's the valley.
why it's bringing us in? We could have done 33 for Christ's sake.
I think it's actually quite interesting, this one.
Going down to 15 anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm going down to 14.
An 85 for speed, holy flip. Okay.
Right?
Wants me to do 185 knots.
Oh, I'm taking it down to 160 at the
Mine
moment.
told me to do that from when I descended to
Alright.
17,000, keep speed below 185.
Right, yeah. I've got to go, when you get to PR818, you've got to be speed below 145.
Do 230 for 230 knots.
I don't like those mountains there. You better be high enough because you told me you go down to 14,000 feet. So there better be enough clearance.
Holy flip, making a sharp turny, weren't he?
Wow.
Are you going to make that clearance?
I think so. Yeah, just look.
That wouldn't even... What the hell?
Mind you, it's still saying about 2,500. Oh, don't like this. I don't want to play no more. Whoa.
Holy flip! I'm in the same boat. I'm at 1500. I'm so close.
I don't know whether I like the look of this.
Flip! I'm not going to make it. Flip!
Well, no. Oh, is it turning me just? Whoa, you know, you're just to clear them. You know, you're just clearing by about 200 feet.
Yeah.
Whoa. I'm not surprised why you have to be those years of piloting to come into here.
I'll make another turn here because they're too high. Something. What the? There you go. FBW-A320. Go straight to the waypoint, please. Otherwise I'm going around in goddamn circles.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do it.
I mean, how can even a sim put your heart in your throat?
This
Oh.
one, this approach, let's put it that way.
It does. Yeah, so you come to one of the mountain tops and you're only about, by the time you've gone over it, you terrain warning, so well, area, GPS ground warning is saying that you're only 200 feet above it. Oh, this is a weird one.
I'm gonna have to do this manually because it's taking me around in circles. Sweating badly back here. BA286, that's what I thought it is. Correct. There you go. Correct me, please. Right, 15,000, I've got red bits on my terrain.
Right?
Hmm.
No, I'm taking it manually because it is 2. Right, since we up here, go to R. R6. I want it to go late. What?
You're not doing it.
No, I've taken it manually now.
Yeah, da. What about R6? Right. Yeah, just do it manually.
What? That is the airport.
Yeah. Hello down there, Devix. What the flip? I can see the airport from here. It's making me go around.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to slow the flip down and do it
All right,
completely
see,
different.
Right, yeah.
One. Holy flip, I can see the airport from here and I've got this big huge... Okay, I see what to do. I'm just on the opposite mountain of the other side, Dev, so... Do 180. And 160 and... That's 2. And then we... How high are you, Dev?
Oh, I'm just coming on for approach.
Copy that.
It's telling me sync rate, but no, too high, too high. We have to go around.
I'm looking at it. I might have to go further out. I can't because the mountains. God damn it.
Oh, I'm going to come round and coming on 33.
I need to climb. Oh, you're soon ready as thing.
This is not easy.
Come on, get buses in there. As I can clear this, I can jump down. Can do it, baby. Can do it. Oh.
No.
Lift up the nose. Failed miserably.
Failed miserably.
Yeah, I'm coming in. On runway 15, I can't even see the runway, that's how bad it is. I had to go around in a complete circle multiple times. Let's stop this. sheesh. That doesn't help. Yeah, I know I'm at 1,000 feet, you muppet. Telling me that. Okay, there's that building. Past that, then I'll get down. Yeah, up here. 500. You wanna come, Dev?
500.
I'm glad they had their seatbelts on. Let's put it that way.
Did you not do it, Empire?
I'm still, not yet. I'm coming in now.
Honest snack.
Yes. What? This is so awkward.
Right.
It is really, really awkward, isn't it?
I don't think it's. I don't think. Honestly, and I'm not being. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. The problem I had was I just could not control that with the stick for some reason. When I turned it, the plane was going far too to the right, far too to the left. Because it can be done. It's one of those. That's the difference. Mr. T, how the devil are you?
You're doing a go around, Empire.
Yeah, I just can't get down.
I hit the mountain on that. If I'd have been able to get that part round, I would have been able to come around with the plane. As soon as I let go of the steering, the throttle, it just went wham straight to that side. How the devil are you, Mr. T? Right, what did Dan put? 15? No, when I mentioned I was 5.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Right downwind runway 15 Royal Bhutan Bravo Tango November 7729er.
That will run anything. Thank you for that, Deb. That will run anything. So if you can afford that one, purchase it. 40 minutes of taxiing and nothing. Sorry, it had to be said. It's all right. At least I tried. It does sound good.
Thing is, I've got
That will run everything. I've got an 8 gig card, yeah, but I've got the 2060 8 gig, and that runs more or less everything I want it to run with no problems. So that should do you fine. Let me do this as well. Let me turn that off and let me do this. Let's just have a look what's going off here in the world of sim. Let's have a look. So the cannot evade us. Let's just do, where am I? Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do that. Here it is. I just lost control making those turns. I've got to look at the sensitivity of this goddamn stick. That's what I'm putting it down. So I'm putting it down to you guys, but it was really the 50 plus game. I can't fly.
I got down to the runway and then I lost it as I started drifting over to the right. Then I hit the barriers on the right hand side of the runway.
Too low, terrain.
I was just, do you know where
It didn't end the sim there. You flipped it, but it still lands on its wheel.
So you know where you were coming in,
Yeah.
where you had to do the go around. I was doing the same thing, following you. I
Yeah.
managed to get through the mountains. I missed one by something like nearly 400 feet.
Yes.
As I turned, I was going out. I managed to lift it up, which was a dodgy lift. As I turned it around, it's as if, you know how it just sharply tugs to one side?
Yeah.
So then I tried to pull it back the other way, and that's when I lost it. Because I was going to come down the valley, straight down the valley and curve in, but I just couldn't get it right. And then I had the throttle on full to give me lift. And then by the time I pulled it back, but look, this is what I was trying to do, what Empire's doing now, and just literally come down the valley. But that's right. I've got to do this one again, because this one isn't even as difficult as Innsbruck, for crying out loud.
No, I think this one is more. It's not so much. It's a steep ascent.
I think I did all right, because you've got that little mountain ridge. I managed to get over that. But I was too hard to go down.
Thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Concentrating, really concentrating. I just
So I
salute.
thought, I'll do a go around. Should we put the volume on?
Where is it? Can't see it. Oh, where's Empire?
Too low.
You're on the other
Terrain.
side of the mountains.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Yes, I'm low,
Too
low terrain. Low,
Too
yeah,
low.
yeah, yeah.
Terrain.
Let's just turn them off.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
I'll turn him off there.
Too low.
So you can
Terrain.
only hear him in his channel.
Too low.
Oh,
Terrain.
he's hit that, look. 500.
Look at the.
500.
Too
He
low,
hit
terrain.
that mountain there.
Too
Oh,
low.
yeah,
Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Did it help him?
Too low. Terrain. Too low.
There he
Terrain.
comes.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Oh, you are
Too low.
joking.
Terrain.
Well, he got it. He's got it.
No, he hasn't got it. They'd never come in like that. Never. Look at that. Oh, he's dead. No landing gear.
Oh, no landing gear.
Oh, God. Oh my God! I've got to turn it on. I've got to turn it on now. Empire, what the hell happened to you?
I'm so focused, I forgot the gear.
I'm not honest. Look, I'm crying. I'm absolutely crying.
None of us have done that for
Oh,
ages.
oh, my stomach.
Oh, for
my
Christ's sake.
stomach.
Yeah, look, he's hovering, look.
You were doing so well.
I know.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurt. I don't know about the pilots, but that hurt. Oh, my God. Somebody get me a tissue, please.
Yeah, I'm stuck. I can't move.
Guys, I apologise for the interruption in the stream. But, God damn. Oh, God, let me get rid of this quickly, because I think I'm going to have a heart attack. Woo!
Oh my God.
Oh, let's turn the volume down. Oh, God. Oh, dear God. Empire.
I need more practice at this airport.
No, it's not that. You were doing, you know, even to get round like you did and come in the way you were coming in, you were doing really well.
Yeah.
And I thought if you'd have had your landing gear down, you would have done that. You would have actually made that. So you deserve this.
Even though the final turn was too steep,
Oh, I need to
too
take a
steep.
tablet. Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, that was fun. Wow.
Empire, I'm waiting for you
Oh,
to
dear God.
I'm waiting for you to taxi over.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't. I just.
Oh, I need a tissue. Somebody get me a tissue. Dear God.
Oh dear.
Oh, my head's hurting. I thought you had that.
Yeah, me too. But that last turning that I did, it was way too sharp. It was a
Okay,
sharp
all right,
turn
go
in
on.
my mind.
The turning was sharp. I get that. I totally understand that. But you would have made that. You would have made it. You'd have been the only one out of us that made it properly.
Yeah.
Now, it's a lovely airport when you're
It
in
is
a
a
light
lovely-
aircraft. No, we did this in the light aircraft, and I actually did a look around. And it's a lovely airport on the approach and everything. It really is nice.
Yeah,
But
it
in
is.
one of these, god damn, it ain't easy.
Is there a shortcut button in this to get take names off over the aircraft?
Yeah, there is.
You want to know what it is?
Oh god, it's in visualizations, isn't it?
You look at
God.
this, you look at P and you're thinking, oh, it's easy.
It does look easy because
Yeah.
this is where we were coming in originally. We were coming in from that side originally, and we only had to clear that mountain there. In the light aircraft, it's dead easy.
Yeah.
But in these, whoa. Dear God, that was fun. That was fun. I enjoyed that. That was fun. Okay then. Okay, boys. Look. Dear God, I can't believe it. Oh God, I think I'll dream about that tonight.
We're all going to.
Oh dear.
Devex will crash into a
Anyway,
barricade. Me forgot the flipping wheels.
I couldn't make it past the other mountain and crashed into the mountains.
Mountain hype.
I think it's right in what it says. Keep speed below 185, then 145.
4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just, sway around. But I don't know. I think it's that descent because of this. Just leave your sim where it is, Empire. Where that mountain ridge is just here. That's why the descent's so high.
Yeah.
There, because of that. Because we were coming in this way, and that's what did me. I was like 9,000 feet.
Yeah. From when you pass that mountain, it is too high. Because what real life pilots do.
The swerve, don't they?
Yeah, is they go the swerve.
Yeah, they go around here and line up.
Yeah, and then when they make the final turn, like I did, bang! They're not high,
like you
and
saying,
you have to
have flown a plane for so long before you can do this
yeah.
airport, though, haven't you?
Yeah,
Because that final turn, you literally turn sharply, and then you instant on the runway, you instant bang right there.
Yeah, get it.
I mean, in a small plane, no problems.
Yeah, really, you know what they ought to do, really? Do some terraforming and just get rid of that goddamn mountain, that part there, and so you can come straight in.
Yeah, good idea. Get some TNT bomb, and boom.
That's all they got to do. Right then, okay, guys, that's it. We failed miserably. What are we on next week? A little nice
Cessna.
little
dangerous airports.
I'm looking forward to that.
Well, yeah.
I don't mind in a Cessna or a 350i because you can spin them things around. These things you can't.
Yeah.
Honestly. Right, okay then, guys. Okay. That is it for us. That's it. So, as you guys appeared in Discord, Mr. Devex, would you like to say good night?
Good night.
Damn, I can't believe that was so difficult. Empire, would you like to say good night?
Good night, people.
And it's a farewell from the 50 plus gamer. We are done. Who's on?
You have to fly it slow and low. I was chat stall speeds.
You know what? I never laughed so hard.
I think the speed wasn't my problem. It was just trying to line up or get there.
It was just the fact that I thought he'd done that. I thought he had actually made that. And then when I heard the clunk and the crash, I thought, oh my God, Empire. No landing gear. So I'm going to raid this gentleman here, which is Bold Zebra. Guys, thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for, honestly, just everything. I've had a really good day today. I've had a really, really good day, and I want to thank you all for that. I will be around tomorrow. Guys, before you disappear, I'm asking, is there anything you want to do in the evening? Because I won't be able to stream until probably after 1-2 o'clock. Is there anything you want to do? Is there anything you got in mind? Because if not, I will do some fern bus or something. I'm giving you that option. Oh no. Yeah,
Well,
you
I
know,
mean, it depends on where. Yeah, it depends on where. We haven't done snow running for a while.
we're rubbish on that, to be honest.
Well, that's why it's a laugh. But obviously, I mean, it's.
We're rubbish on snow runner, aren't we, guys?
Yeah, we
I
keep
don't
getting
mind.
stacked too
I don't
much.
mind.
Well, we've got
I
many.
don't mind.
Well, we can go and kill bosses, second bosses and first bosses, and get
Okay,
them
so
that
look,
completed.
if we do, look, if we're going to do Valheim, whose world are we going in?
Make a vote.
Right. See how quiet they go.
Make a vote. I mean, I'm almost ready for mine. I don't know how far Davix is.
Oh, I've not even finished building my first building yet.
Have you not
I've
killed
been-
the first boss then?
No, I've
Empire?
done. Oh, Empire, hasn't he?
Yeah, I have, but not you, Dev. I don't think.
No, I haven't
Right.
done. I haven't done hardly anything in mine.
So what do you want to do? Make it quick.
Come on, Dev. You make up your mind.
Well, leave mine for a minute because I have.
All right, that's it. We're doing mine then. We made it. Yep, that's it.
Oh,
Davix
we're
is
going to do
down.
the Elder again.
Yeah, well, we're more prepared this time, aren't we?
Yeah.
I mean, I made tramps. I made 10-story brick walls.
Okay, all right. So what we'll do, we'll do Valhelm. If I get back in time, I'll probably do some more Fernbus anyway. See how we go. If I've got a dead arm, I'll be driving with one arm. But yeah, so we're looking at about 7:30 for that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right then, guys. That's it. I'm going to shut off Discord.
A salute.
I'll shut off Discord. Speak to you later, guys.
Indeed.
Yep, good night.
And with that, guys, in my channel, I'm going to head as well. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.